All right, I guess we are live. Everything is shared. Hello, everyone, and welcome to round 3 of the League of Sandbaggers season 3. Um, how's everyone doing? It's as of course your boy Vifix here, and alongside me once again, my trusted deputy, yes, Smith Shah. Yo, Smith, what's up?
I just realized I was on mute. But hey, we're fixed. Doing good, buddy. Had to quickly rush
Yeah.
from where I was just to do comms. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
that's
level
the
of dedication we
dedication
have.
that we that's the dedication that we like to see. But
Yep.
yeah, Azerbaijan, uh, not a track that many leagues I've seen go to on this game cycle. But I mean it's a different track, new cars, lesser downforce on these cars now, of course, compared to last year. So a much more difficult track now, and it's already quite a difficult track, challenging last year. So what's your thoughts on the Azerbaijan, Smith?
Um, well, firstly, I'd like to take a look back at the previous races and compared to other leagues, where I have been a part of or where others been a part of, it has been a bit clean. So I'm thinking that even Baku would be a clean race. Hopefully, we won't get to see much of drama. I mean, I personally love chaos, but again, at the same time, I like clean racing as well. So I am feeling that yeah, we're gonna see some clean racing from all these drivers.
Yeah,
Um,
and that's what we want to see. It's a sprint quali as well, of course. So this is just setting up the grid for the actual sprint, which is only 9 laps. So if you have a bad quali here, you could find yourself um in a spot of bother because you have to make a lot of overtakes in order to have a good qualifying position. So if you want to do well in qualifying, you have to do well in qualifying. As I see quick killer spun around at turn one. The exit of turn one, very tricky corner. Doesn't seem so, but it's always been that way in the game.
yeah, I mean, I believe if you could let me know if you would have any idea how many laps is a sprint race at Baku.
I think it's 9 laps or 9 or 10 laps in my.
I oh, is it? I thought it would be less, but okay. In that case, I mean, it's crucial for people to get good position in quali so that they retain their position because getting overtaken in Baku is easier. Sector 3 and almost Sector 1 are so quick that, yeah, if you are under 1 second, under DRS, it's very, very easy to get overtaken.
Yeah,
So,
and one thing
track
about
position is
Baku
important.
that's different from other tracks. On other tracks, you don't want anybody near you when you're doing a qualifying lap, but if it's sector 3 in Baku where you want people to be near you so you can slipstream them for that
Yep.
added lap time boost. As Thakurwa, 5 minutes into the session, finally sets the first time of 140.7.
Yep.
Chugs in P2 was second off, and Yash Gosalia just about ekes him out.
Yeah.
And then
Just
Ahir
600s.
resets the order right there. 3 tenths. But what do you think about this? Because one aspect is going to be interesting is who's putting more downforce on to go quicker in qualifying compared to the race, because that straight line, the sector 3 is basically just a straight. And it matters a lot, doesn't it? What your setup is and what you're running to get the maximum benefit in the race. But it will cost you in
Hope I'm
quali because you're not going
audible.
to win.
Abhi,
And Smith, can you just walk with your mic there a bit? Because I could not hear anything. You sounded like Sergio Perez. As Quick Killer gets a 5-place grid penalty for hitting Redstone, but both of them were in the pits. What's happened there? I
I
don't know.
just before that, quickly just wanted to check if my mic is okay.
Yeah, your mic is fine now. You are like Sergio Perez having no trap with his engine. As Abhishek scores P2 right there. And Captain Sandhu goes P6. I saw him do the Mahavir Ranganathan earlier. in this session where he just went onto the escape road, but he seems to have recovered and he's back. And Anton becomes the eighth person to do a lap, and 8 is the magic number, of course, because you get points all the way till P8 in the sprint, of course.
Yeah, but I see a huge gap between everyone. People still trying to get the hang of the bunker lap.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yash Kosali just has he run out of fuel? He's going
He
so
could have.
slow
I mean,
through
because
the.
he did put in the lap, and I guess
Look
this
at
is
that.
his in lap. So.
I don't know what that was. That's a bit weird. And has everyone run out of fuel on the back straight?
If you run, minimum fuel, you kind of run out of the fuel at the start of Sector 3, I guess.
I hope people are careful with this pit entry as well, because it is a bit different in Azerbaijan. You have to kind of go offline very early in order to not cut across their white line. So hopefully, people respect that.
I guess this could be one of the reports that we might be seeing.
Yeah, I mean, but we're not in the position for you. We're just commentators. And Sid Venkatesh with the ever timely message towards our watching. And well, at least he's watching. I hope the other guy isn't, because let's be honest, he kind of ruined the last race. Don't ask how, he just did. As Spandan goes into P7, and now who's set a lap time? Jishnu, the race winner from last week, goes P2 right now. And if he's gonna produce any of the, even anything resembling the pace that he did last week's sprint, it's gonna be very, very difficult proposition to knock him off of top spot.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Ahif and Jishnu, both honestly. I did see Haas boys. Yeah.
This is probably the future Gunther Steiner imagined in 2022 when he said he wasn't gonna work on the car in 2021, but. Yeah, I mean, I think Jishnu should. He's really establishing himself right now in the early role of championship contender. I say early, we're already into race 3 now. This is the 30% of the season. So, consistency is going to matter a lot. It's only 10 races. And especially with the sprint, the extra points available there. This is definitely be a fun exercise. But yeah,
absolutely,
kind of quiet on track right now. No one wants to look at the pit lane. It's so crowded. No one wants to.
Yeah, it's like either everybody is doing hot lap, or it's nobody is doing a hot lap.
I want to see somebody on the hot lap. So I see Redstone here. I think
Wiki was he just put a good lap and he went P8.
Okay. And I see Redstone preparing for his hot lap. So Smith, can you just take us through this hot lap of the Baku city circuit?
Absolutely. I think he already is started, and he is about to start his lap. And is he getting inspection? Okay, no. And yep, there we go. As he gets into the first corner, his car is looking good over there, going through turn 1. And now he's going to turn 2, gets a good exit, DRS wide open and up already into 7th and now onto 8th. One thing I'm noticing is battery gets depleted so quickly on these tracks with this new car, and he almost loses his car, but yep, he keeps it on track, so good for him. Oh, keeping it so close to the wall there. And now he breaks in. A bit of wide, he could have lost a bit of a time there, but again a short straight. That did say sector 1 was the fastest, so let's see. I hope that's not a glitch. And lovely turn by him over there, doesn't invalidate, so that's good. And very amazing section, the castle section over there where he went from. And now we almost get done with sector 2. Very tricky braking zone over here. You don't want to clip your... Okay, he keeps it, keeps his car back over there. And sector 2 purple. So again, I hope that's not a glitch. And as he is about to finish
And now
his.
it's just a long run to the line, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah, keeps it a bit wide.
he's trying to get
Let's
that.
see.
He's trying to hit the timing marker earlier on that side, and he
That
was
puts him
P3.
P3. Yeah, that was
Very,
a
very
lovely
close
lap.
to the Haas boys.
Yeah,
So it's Alfa Romeo versus Haas, the actual
yeah.
championship battle we want to see right now. Uh, yeah, very,
Wait,
very
I don't
interesting.
see Caesar. Isn't he racing?
No, he is not racing. That Spandan is taking his reserve seat for this week.
All
So
right.
yeah, so right now it's a battle. It's an all Ferrari power unit top five as well. So yeah, this is the future Maranello wants. Um,
Yep.
Meanwhile, Abhishek, he seems to be improving. He is in Redstone being a reserve driver, of course, but he has
Yeah, but he
invalidated.
is invalidated. Unfortunate there. I think Gosalia is also on a hot lap. So is Shadow. Maybe you want to take us through maybe Gosalia's because he is, and
Goes
even
through the
Shadow
first
is
sector.
gonna
He's
go
two
through some.
tenths up.
Oh wow!
And that was easy purple, but there's this car ahead of him. Now he'll be hoping it doesn't give him dirty air because he knows he's going to be
I
getting
think
his
that's
slipstream.
Thakurva. Yep.
Will he be able to get his slipstream and off on the back straight though? That's going to be the hope for Gosalia because it's definitely going to cost him time through here. And look, he had to correct his steering movement there a bit because of the dirty air, most probably. Now he comes through this part. Very, very difficult to get the car stopped. On this braking zone in particular, he just about managed to grazes the wall a bit. He had to go all the way down to second gear there. And
Yeah.
now
I
he's
think he's
still
gonna
two
get
tenths up.
some lovely
Lost a bit
slipstream
of
from
time, but
Thakurva
now, yeah,
because
here it comes. The juice. And only worrying thing for Gosa, this might be it for his qualifying because he will run out of fuel as soon as he ends. Look at this.
oh, that was very
Oh, that was close
close.
right there on the back of Thakurva. And what is the
But
lap?
he thanks
40.3.
him. Oh my god, that was a lovely lap.
And
Of
that was,
course,
of
slipstream
course, the
does
purple
help.
last sector because,
Yeah,
yeah.
and Shadow puts himself on P5, so
Yeah, I
good
think
luck from him
Shadow
as
and
well.
the laps that they did were pretty much identical, but Shadow wasn't getting that
Slipstream.
juicy slipstream. And look at how much is worth.
Yeah.
But now we have Ahir, who is a tenth up. He wasn't as quick as Gosalia in the middle sector, but he's not gonna get held up through this part of the track. So he should be able to improve, but on the other hand, he's not gonna get that slipstream because no one's near him. On track, Jishnu is just behind him, so he's not close enough to tow him along though. And
Yeah,
Jishnu has
meanwhile,
backed out of his lap.
I'm on board with Ahif, who did go fastest sector 1 and sector 2, so he's also on a great lap as he's just about to finish. He's on the back straight, or I don't know if I should call it main straight.
But
But
let's see what
yeah.
lap he does. He's storming through. He does a
Oh, what a lovely lap.
40.1 right there.
Without any juice there, but yeah.
Yeah, without the juice. But now Redstone's out again. So I think this is a 6, even 7, or 8, or even 9-way fight. To be honest, it just depends on who's gonna get the slipstream and everything in the right condition for their lap. It's a lot of moving parts right now in this quali. And look at this. Speaking of look at Oxidized Rays here. He's gonna get he's backed out.
No, I think he backed out. Yep.
But he
I
backed
thought
out
he
on the
was improving.
straight. I don't understand. He's gonna get all the slipstream, all the juice. But yeah, anyway. So Redstone here, he has the advantage of a clear track to do his lap. Of course, the disadvantage being he's not gonna get towed in sector 3 at this rate
Yeah.
he's going. But yeah, definitely very, very close to call. And Gosalia has limped his way back to the pits in all of that. But what's surprising is that Thakurva hasn't done a lap since the beginning of the session. That 40.7 is what he said right at the beginning. So I don't know what's happening there. Um, yeah. And we still have Easy Level Bot who hasn't set a lap. For whatever reason. So I guess he just wants to watch on. He's just emulating another Mercedes driver that I know. But yeah, Redstone now will be starting his hot lap. as Abhishek is already on the lap. So let's see what his sector 1 is, because this will be his place for the... Oh, he had a big snap of
Yep.
oversteer right there. Now that will have cost
He
him. He's
is
still
up.
up on his own time by 2 tenths. So that
Yeah.
wasn't the purple first sector. So I think this is gonna be close, especially since we know how mega the top two were in the last sector, and I think he's backed out of it.
Yeah, Vifix, can you remove the spectator menu from the...
Oh yeah, I did do that. I did see that.
Oh, okay. I'm 5 minutes behind on the lifetime.
YouTube
Alright.
does not let you catch up. It doesn't care. Speaking of doesn't care, let's see whether Redstone cares about just sending it at castle section, and he does send it at castle section. It's a good exit, entry and exit right there. No Charles Leclerc moments through that particular phase. Now coming through
Oh,
once again.
Jishnu broke his front wing on an outlap. Very
Oh,
unfortunate.
that's gonna be it for him. He's not gonna be able to come back and do another run. So
Another
he's
lap.
at the mercy now of everyone else. As Redstone will be the first person from this leading 9, I want to say, because they're all so close to each other, to do a lap, sticking close to the barrier, and he goes 140.191, 5,000 faster. Yeah.
Oh my god, that was a lovely lap.
But I think
Ahif is in the pit, so I don't think he is also...
what's happened to the Haas boys? None of them have done the last run. I don't...
Yeah.
It's very confusing. But anyway, here we watch Yash Gosalia now about to do his lap. Shadow just behind him. Abhishek is finally on a lap, but his first sector is slower than the last time he went through that same part, and Thakurva is also about to start his lap, I think. If I'm correct, or did he just finish his lap? Because he doesn't have any fuel left.
Oh, he doesn't have any battery left, yeah. Oh, and he spun. No, that's not the right pit lane entry, buddy. Oh, okay. Talking about Abhishek, he's actually up by 1.5 tenths, so...
But that's on his own time into the middle
and,
sector. Is half a second.
5.5 tenths.
Oh, but
no. That was definitely...
I am a stupid moment right there from Abhishek. No. Oh no.
But now I am
and
again
Yash Gosalia
on
doesn't
board with
improve through the first sector.
Yep.
He's down on his own time.
Yeah.
And now here comes Shadow. Shadow is up on his time. So
by almost 2 tenths. So that's
this is gonna be too close to call. He needs that middle sector hooked in. Does Yash in order to get something off of this? But judging on how much Abhishek's improved, I think there's a lot of time to be found in this middle sector now. Here we go. Yash Gosalia through this now. The sector to timing line will reveal a lot. Comes through this and he's a bit up. This will just about be enough, I think, at this rate. But of course he has no slipstream through here like he did last time.
Yep.
So Shadow meanwhile 3 tenths up. It's a purple. So,
wow, 3.5.
Oh, this is gonna be at the line, death match, and he goes to do the same lap.
Oh my god. I'm on board with Shadow.
But Shadow goes and does a
OP1 displaces both of them.
And I think that will be that.
Yeah.
Is cannot get
improving. Nope. Wicked wiki. Nope. I think
cannot get closer than that. Cannot get closer than that. And Abhishek, yes, you did have that I am stupid moment right there. Oh my god. 140.191. Redstone being faster in the 5 decimal system that this game doesn't show you than Yash Gosalia. It would have been like millitenths at that point. It was so close. Shadow Sword, first to fourth, is a 61,000 difference. Oh my god, mamma mia. Mamma mia.
Yeah. It all
What
came
a...
alive during the end of the quali session. Jishnu broke his front wing, couldn't do his run. Ahib
Ahif
couldn't
didn't
even
do
come out
his
of the
last
pits.
run. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yash
Gosalia and Redstone
just...
matching the same
Yeah.
time, and then Shadow out of
And then of course it was
all
Abhishek
this.
who spun on his fastest attempt, which would
Yeah.
also put him very near or on pole position, I think.
I think definitely pole position because he was 5.5 tenths faster than Redstone, and yeah, so that was a crazy lap as well.
Yeah, so just running to the grid order now for the sprint. It's Shadow in first, Redstone second, Gosalia third, Ahib fourth, Jishnu fifth, Abhishek sixth, Oxidized seventh, Wicked Wiki eighth, Thakurva ninth, Captain Sandro 10th, Spandan 11th, Anton Hypers 12th, Abhi 13th, Chugs 14th, Jarrell Mosquito 15th, Vintage in 16th. The last man to do a lap, and then the last four people who didn't set a lap were Easy Level, Kalyan, Quick Killer, and Shrikant. Now, oh, the top 10 within 7 tenths of each other.
Yeah.
Wow, that was definitely a qualifying session. But that wasn't even the qualifying session, because this is now the qualifying session coming out right here.
For the main race.
Yeah. Oh. Now, what do you do in a sprint, Smith, if you are in a points scoring position order? Do you take it easier or do you push, knowing that not only are you getting points, but you this is also setting the grid for quali. So, how much risk do you think you'd be willing to take in this
Honestly,
session?
sprint, I would risk it. I wouldn't care much because I know I have main race again. For me to pick those positions as well, right? So yeah, and I am someone who usually doesn't do quali. I kind of start from the end on certain tracks where I feel I'm not that much confident.
Yeah,
So yep,
it should be fun. I think everyone's going to be on the same tire anyway.
yeah,
Running tires doesn't matter that. You always have the one madman who goes for like softs, for the
or
sprint.
hards.
Yeah, or hards, which is even madder, man, right there. So yeah, just let's see. As we get everything uh ready. Yeah, so everyone is on medium tires. No one taking a risk right there. But do you think some people didn't do qualifying because they know they can make up positions in the sprint and then the main race anyway? Do you think that's an honest strat? But anyway, so Shadow leads them all out in front. Redstone second, Gosalia third, I fourth, Jishnu fifth. This will be very interesting because we have the Haas boys here in this pack. It's only 9 laps of racing, so it's very flat out from lap 1 to lap 9. And mistakes, especially if you're in the top, will be heavily punished because you will have to come from all the way back then in the main race. And your title rivals are going to gain points on you. So, yeah, let's see what happens here. It's on a knife edge, I would say right now. We do have 2 more of these throughout the season, so no one's experienced this yet in LOS so far. Um, it is this season. We did do sprint races last year, so there will be some who will, of course, have experience in these types of conditions. So I expect Shadow to definitely be able to do something as a
Oh
as
no!
Redstone Dub. Oh my God, what are you
Oh
doing, Dub? Oh
god!
no, what are you
It doesn't
doing, Dub?
matter over here.
Yeah, but
It genuinely doesn't matter here how much ever you hit.
as I see
But yeah,
the
I
weirdly
see one of the
movement
Ferraris
of Wicked
lagging so
Wikis,
much.
yeah,
Is that Wicked
that is
Wiki?
Wicked
Oh!
Wiki, I know.
Oh
As
my god, that's
Yeah, and remember, your tires aren't heated here through turn 1. It's like the heaviest braking zone on the entire track. You are going straight on, Lewis Hamilton style. And oh, meanwhile, Redstone trying to regain the positions in the formation lap. He's an absolute alpha male and just decides to say, I don't want to wait around. Look at this. Look at he's already trying to close down Shadow Sword on the formation lap. That he's putting the fear in him already. As everyone lines up now, and he disqualifies himself from the session.
Not so much fear.
Yeah, there's also fear. How far back is gonna come from?
But really excited for all the top 10 guys. Anything can happen. So yeah.
We wait now. We bated breath, and we don't have to wait for long because 3, 4, 5 red lights. Lights out, and away we go. Shadow Sword. That looks like a good start from him. Redstone's been swallowed up by Kusali
already round the outside, and there's a contact behind. It's Chugs climbing 8 positions already. Abhishek has retired. Oxidize has fallen down so much. What is happening?
What's happening?
Unfortunate.
It's all gone wrong for the Haas boys.
Yeah, and all that Captain Sandhu and Chugs making up all these positions. Again,
and Vicky as well,
over there.
In all his credit. So the top 3 remain the top 3, just in a different order. Gosalia now ahead of Redstone, but it is a completely different 4th, 5th, and 6th from what it was before.
Yeah.
Let me see what's the position change graph looking like. So
Captain Sandhu and Chugs has climbed 6 and 8 positions respectively. So has easy level bot and Kalyan Verma and all that. Very unfortunate for Abhishek who DNF'd. And Ahif and Oxidize have fallen the order, making contact with. I don't exactly remember if it was the Alpine boys or if it was the Williams boys.
It was such a big mess through turn 1. We couldn't focus. It was like this great blob. But look,
Kalyan Verma
crashed hit the brakes. Is that a safety car? Yes, it is.
Please don't tell me that's a safety car. Oh, that's a safety car. No, that's a VSC.
No, it is a VSC for now. Let's see. Shadow's near this part of track. I hope for everyone's sake, no one gets drive through here.
Yeah, especially not the one. I mean,
just
all back doesn't matter.
Just to
face. So did he have a front wing damage?
No, it's not that he pit. It's not that he pit, Smith. It's how he pit. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But Gashwasat is sticking very, very close to the back of Shadow. Hopefully he knows what the delta is. Remember, Shadow's basically like a de facto safety car here because everyone's so close to each other that they're basically following him anyway. So in a way, he does decide when they all go, even though that's not how it works normally in a virtual safety car.
Yeah. Anton, what? Anton.
No, Anton.
No.
Spandan, what's happened to Spandan? Spandan as well.
Spin done right now, but no. Keep your car on.
A long virtual safety car, I must say. It's been like nearly a lap. Just driving at very slow speed, and Shadow wouldn't want it to go here because if it goes now, and I think it is about to go because they've all sped up. Yeah, it is done. I thought this is the worst possible time for Shadow. He couldn't make any time up through the corners. And now he's gonna have to defend as he hits the eclipse. Oh, Smith, your voice just died again on that one. You're so excited right there. But how's he kept this lead? I don't understand. He almost clips the barrier.
Yeah, he's running very high downforce, I feel.
He is giving me a heart attack as Anton DNFs.
It's the same position.
Hopefully safety as DRS is now enabled. It is an absolute train for the top 3. Look at that. And Captain Sandhu just trying to slowly but surely these guys fight. They will catch up. What happened to Thakurva and all of that? He was 8th, now he's 16th. And look,
Yeah, he
Yash
had to
Gosalia,
pit.
bad exit for Gosalia. So Redstone is gonna try his level best at it. He's gonna give it a crack. Meanwhile,
Good
easy level
killer.
bot who didn't do qualifying in P7. Shrikant who didn't do qualifying in P8 with that 1 point, but he's being chased down by Arif, who has done a solid recovery drive, I must say, from
Yep, he
that lap
has.
1 already. And we've reached for like actually a lap, so he's absolutely trying his hardest out there. Now Shadow has to try and break this DRS window, this DRS range from Yash Gosalia in order to just make sure of it. What's happened now? What's happened? Chugs
I
has
think it's Quick
pinned
Killer
him.
and Chugs. Okay, Quick Killer
He
also
had
losing
such a
position.
good start as well, Chugs.
Yeah.
And all of it undone now. As
Yep.
we watch, look at how close Redstone is to Yash Gosalia. And they can't afford to fight that much because Wicked Vicky and Captain Sandhu are almost in the DRS. And it becomes very, very difficult to break that 1 second gap. Look at this. Now through
Yeah,
the
look at.
straight, how much they gain on Shadow Sword. Meanwhile, Redstone, he's gonna try and prepare a move. Wicked Vicky also reasonably following Captain Sandhu right now.
Captain
Ferrari,
Sandhu,
the
yeah.
big gainers from this
Yep. And
from this
Ahif, I'm
scenario.
thinking he would definitely make a move on Shrikant Das.
Yeah.
And there's a, I think that is Thakurva or Mosquito.
Oh, meanwhile,
Yeah, that was
Ahif
the other
now.
Mosquito.
Wow, this is a brilliant recovery. He might get up. It's a big gap though now between him and Easy Level Bot, who is just.
Oh, very close. Oxidize and Vintage make contact.
Meanwhile,
Chugs has to
Chugs
quit.
quits, but would you bother coming out, Smith, if you suffer damage? Because that tire cop was going to be used in the race now, the main race. Or would you just retire in the pits if you did suffer damage in the sprint race?
Yeah, if it were me, I think I would have retired.
Yeah, but look at Yash Gosal. Look at how close he is. Still 5 laps left, 5 and a bit to go in this race.
Yeah, and that is helping Sandhu
Oh,
and
what's
Wicked Vicky
happened
to
now?
catch
What's
up with
happened
them.
now? What's happened now? That is Chugs again. So the pit exit has been very complicated from what I'm seeing for guys on cold tires. Now we go back to this lead battle. I can't.
Too many battles right now, honestly,
Yeah.
because Captain Sandhu is catching up, but also losing and
Oh, vintage,
falling back
vintage,
a bit.
vintage,
And
vintage
I
has
think.
spun. No.
Oh, he's gotten some. Yep.
Now, Redstone versus Gosalia versus Shadow Sword. The thing is, no one wants to try and be the first guy to make a move because if it
It's a bit
doesn't
too early.
work, then they're gonna fall victim to the guys behind them.
Yeah, but Redstone definitely wants to make a move on Gosali. He wants to keep P2 until I think maybe second last lap or something.
Yeah, I
And
think
then
it's
go for the final move.
I think you don't want to be first heading into the last lap. Even you could get beaten to the line in a drag race.
Yeah.
And so you have to conserve ERS as well. So Shadow can't just push as much as he would want to as Yash Gosalo gets very, very close. But
Yeah, but these guys are keeping it very clean, I must say. Shadow, Yash, and
yeah,
Redstone, because they know they have built a gap on Sandhu.
oh, meanwhile,
And,
Sandhu himself, he's had a bit of a rough first sector there because Wicked Vicky is now right up to him. And remember,
Yep.
the Alpha Tauri and the Ferrari are the only two with both cars in the top 5. So, as Chuck says, the 5 seconds of
Chugs
speeding
at
into
a
pit
5
lane.
second. I think he is retiring.
So this does
And he
have
doesn't have a front wing
constructors
again. Oh.
permutations, Smith, because they are fighting for points. Not many points, but any point matters at this stage. And one thing I'm noticing is that Shadow is getting very good exits out of this castle section, as compared to Yash Gosalia. And even look at how much Redstone will close up to him on through the straights. Shadow, he's quick in all the right parts of the track because Yash Gosalia has never been close enough to seriously challenge him, as Redstone has a bit of a moment as soon as I say he might be challenging Yash right there. But now Wicked Vicky, do you think he's going to try and overtake Sandhu who clipped that barrier? He
Oh,
definitely did. Meanwhile, Quick Killer has overtaken Oxidize, who doesn't have a front wing. In the safety car.
it's a safe. What? Oh, that definitely helps a lot of guys over here to again fight
Yeah,
for those positions.
that basically dilutes it to a 1 lap sprint.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
oh yeah. I never noticed that. Yeah, right. No,
Because
wait. It would be a minimum 2 lap race. As far as I know, the new game's safety car, it actually wants you to race at least 2 laps.
but no DRS now, so that's going to be music to the ears of one Shadow Sword, 211.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, Abhishek's on the chat.
one thing we forgot to note is that Jishnu is on soft tires, so he could theoretically, as Quick Killer also pits for softs, and so does Oxidize. But would you really want to risk burning up your tires now? Because that means they only have one fresh soft in the race. Um,
In the main race, one fresh softs is actually fine because either you use it towards the start or at the end. You don't want to use it, both the times. You don't want to have so
yeah,
many
but the
pit
person I
stops.
feel the worst for right now is Easy Level Bot because he was last, essentially. He's worked his way all the way up to P6 and he had built quite a decent gap to basically coast to P6. But now
Yeah.
he'll have to fight for it again for the grid position and points as
Yeah,
well.
even Shrikant Das, for that matter of fact, was keeping a good distance between himself, Ahif, and Abhi. So
Yeah,
Abhi wasn't
and
catching up to him, and Ahif was, a bit ahead of
but
him.
Smith, you did say oh
Drive through,
oxidize.
oxidize. Where? How?
But
I
Smith,
mean,
one point. Look at the
uh,
safety car. Look at the last car on this grid. You said that it takes 2 laps to race. We're already on lap 7 for the leaders.
yeah.
All of the grid is not going to be able to catch up to the safety car if it comes in at the
Yeah,
end of
and
this lap.
safety car might just be like, I am going in. You guys continue whatever you guys are doing.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
again, we'll come to know. I'm thinking eighth and ninth lap would be the lap to race. This is what
I think
happened.
if you're like Quick Killer, you need to really speed it up now. You might not catch the thing. They're already almost at the end of sector 1.
Correct.
And even behind him, I don't think all of the grid is going to catch the safety car, especially since most of them aren't even going flat out. Guys, need to go flat out now.
Why save tires at the end of the 2 laps? I mean, come on.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't push to catch up. Look at the field. Some of them are just coming up to the back straight now. We're almost at the castle section.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to catch up. Are they all of them? There's no way.
Not all of them, yeah, of course.
Yeah, some
All
of them
I
haven't
feel
even
is
started lap 7 yet.
Yep, and GR Mosquito just starts his 7th lap now. So yeah, and safety car has almost Chugs has retired. Don't tell me that was. Oh no, he spun out in the first corner.
Oh, maybe that's the other side of not wanting to push too hard and the safety car. But look, it's only till I think Jishnu everyone's caught up. And yeah,
See,
it's in.
safety car
It's
is in the
in.
lap. I told you,
The
right?
quick killer, you need to hurry up, my guy. You need to push. But if quick killer does catch up, he's gonna have such a big advantage.
Quick Killer, I feel, might catch up because Shadow wants to hold these guys until the end. He definitely doesn't want to go right
Yeah,
now
but I'm
because it's
gonna
just
watch
gonna
for
give
Quick
them
Killer
switch
at
speed.
this start. I hope you should keep an eye on Quick Killer for this. Status can't get some 5 seconds.
Shrikant gets a 5 second.
But Smith, I think you should watch out for Quick Killer here because he has got up to the back of this pack and he is on heated up
And he's
soft
gone
tires.
already.
He's on heated up soft tires. Everyone's on cold mediums as Oxidize has crashed.
Oxidized Rage retired, crashed out.
And Shadow goes. What a move. He's completely caught Yash Salian napping. I'm watching for Quick Killer. He's on fresh soft. Meanwhile, I have Shrikant Das around the outside.
Yeah. Oh no, guys.
Start that, bro.
Oh, Quick Killer almost got caught in that. Uh,
There was Abhi and Shrikant, to my
Shrikant
knowledge.
Das.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
look at Yash Gosali. He's so close. Can he make a move? Down somewhere. No, cars too wide.
This is.
Shadow with some brilliant car placement right there.
Yep.
As now once again, everyone's going to sort of go at the same speed through here. Now this is where Shadow needs to gain. He has to defend twice. I was going to say he has to defend once because this is the last lap, but you can get slipstreamed here till the end. So he will have to defend twice on that back straight. No DRS though for Gosalia. So he's going to have to do it on slipstream alone. Meanwhile, Quick Killer moves himself
Quick
into
killer
the
on
points
Jishnu.
at the
Yeah.
expense of Jishnu, who is, since Caesar's not here, the points leader. From the people who are actually racing. I mean Yash Gosalia, sorry, what am I saying? I keep confusing with different leagues. Meanwhile, Captain Sandhu is so close to Redstone all of a sudden. Redstone's had a bit of a nightmare restart, to be honest. He's dropped
Captain
a
Sandhu
second
almost had a
vintage
contact.
and Abhi there setting to the go through. But I think Redstone has comfortably the fastest car in a straight line from what I've been noticing this whole time. On just a pure drag alone. So it's difficult for Sandhu to keep up with him in the straight. Meanwhile, Yash Gosalia versus Shadow Sword. They are burning the battery now.
Yeah, of course. Why do you need it?
The
If you
midnight
have
oil, the
anything above
midnight
zero
battery
towards
was
the
on
end
the
of the
outside.
next
But
lap.
look at that. Shadows is making him not just about. He's this close, fingertips away. Meanwhile, Wicket Weekend easy level bot battling for. It's a three-way right there between Ahif and what's happened to Shrikant. He loses another position for Vintage Play, goes wide as well, and Thakurva gets both of them. Oh, and this is just the sprint.
Yeah. Abhi DNF. Okay.
Now.
Was it in the pits?
Yes, it was in the pits. Now. 8-10 separates the top three. We're going to the last time through near castle section, through the slow area near that marketplace. It is very much every position to play for here in the top 8. What's gonna happen through the last time castle section? Shadow Sword, he's held it impeccably so far. As will Yash Gosalia be close enough this time around to have a go at him? We watch, here's Gosalia now. He does seem to be gaining, but he's gonna gain by enough at that straight line. As Spandan gets a time penalty, Shadow gets a good exit though. I think that should do it. I don't think without DRS, he's gonna be challenged now. Let's see as he comes across the final corner. He almost clips the barrier. Right there, he's pushing so hard, but I think we can call it now. He is the winner of the first sprint race. He is the sprint king. And Yash Gosalia takes P2. He'll take the 7 points for his championship. Captain Sandhu in P4, Redstone P3, Wicket Vicky 5th. Easy level from not qualifying to 6th. Ahip with a brilliant recovery job in 7th.
Thakurva, did he run out of?
Yes, he's out of fuel. Oh no. And low fuel mode's on hard, remember.
Oh, okay.
And Quick Killer does take the last point in all of this.
Yeah.
That was definitely a race.
Yeah.
Well, not actually a race because we can't. I mean, they didn't call it that last year, but we can call it that now. I think they had everything that one. As Shadow Sword is the recipient of those 8 points. Yash Gosalia, I think he'll still be satisfied because he did still gain a position on Redstone right at that race start. Captain Sandhu and Wicket Vicky, those guys will be more than satisfied with what they did. And easy level will be over the moon right now with what he did. I have been 7. That was a decent recovery drive from him, especially once he got caught in that mid pack. Whatever that was at that time. A Quick Killer in 8th gets the last point. I think he'll be happy to get a point off of this already. Jishnu in 9th, he just missed out, and that's not gonna bode well for his championship prospects considering the likes of Shadow, Gosalia, and easy level, Ahif, these guys all did score points. So yeah, meanwhile, and vintage player rounds out the top 10. To be honest, I don't know how he finished 10th, considering the only time I saw him, he was spun around in last place and like 30 seconds behind the next guy. But Shrikant Thakur was Spandan, GRL, Abhi, Oxidize, and then a bunch more people who don't score points.
Yep. I'll quickly restart the lobby
Yeah,
for the
but
main race.
just what's your one word review for that one, uh, Smith?
I mean, chaotic at the start and some lovely racing, I would say, towards the end. Very close between Shadow, Gosalia, Redstone.
Yeah, I
So
hope for
yeah.
more of our sake than their sake that it's as close as it is. But I hope for their sake it isn't, because I think that would have given them a lot of heart attacks. Um, every time through castle section, when you're in a pack in Baku, you don't want to mess up, but you also don't want to drive slow through there, because then you're gonna lose out on the straight. So it's very very mentally taxing, I would say. Anyway, do please bear with us as we reset the lobby, so because Codemasters couldn't bear to build a decent working game. Oh, but I think I definitely needed this break between sessions, Smith. I don't think I would have been able to take the quali itself being that close, and then the sprint race also being that close, with so many things happening all the time. I think that definitely lived up to that was one of the better sprints that we've seen.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it was chaotic,
I
bit
think
here
the
and
track
there.
layout does solve itself well to sprints. It's basically just a very long straights with just slow corners to break it up. Uh, and then in sector 3, they even forgot to have the slow corners. It's just straight. Uh, yeah. Whew. As I will now join the lobby. I mean,
We
that was
keep AI
40.
difficulty on 60, right? If I'm not
Yes,
wrong.
we do keep it on 60. That was 47 minutes. That felt like 5, in all honesty. Was it chaos, Basil? Watch the stream. I don't know why you're not watching the stream. You have to watch the stream later anyway. Yeah, so that's another monetary fine right there. Please be sure to pass me the check. And I take rupee conversion, but I take it in pounds. So you have to actually pay me 2,000 pounds, but the value of pounds in rupees. Who was your driver of the sprint? I'd ask you, Smith.
Honestly, I would give it to Shadow. Leading the entire race.
I think it's between two P. I think it's between Shadow or Easy Level. Cause
Oh
what Easy
yeah,
Level
easy
did,
level.
he was like eighth by turn one. So I
Yeah.
major props to and Shadow, of course, because he was leading for so long. Um, Safety car, you could say, worked a bit in his favor, because that allowed him to not be worried about the threat of DRS. But I think even with the DRS threat, he was managing it pretty well every time first uh, through the first sector and then the last sector as well, through that big straight that that's there on this track. So yeah. Um, Dead are we? I don't know whether you're dead, Sid. I mean, you don't have to pay any fines because Basil heads to it. So yeah, he takes over your fines for you. So yeah.
In the meantime, Vifx, can you just go through the settings once? I hope I have not
Yes.
done anything wrong.
Um. Session. That's fine. Track select is. I know I'm seeing which track we've selected. Sticked on immersive. Uh, was it a dry race? Was it going to be a
Yeah,
dry race?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fully.
I have
You have the driver's
given
confirmation?
non-mod
Oh, you just
this
need to.
task of telling me the weather condition for
Yes.
all the
Yeah. You just need to put
um,
easy, low fuel mode on hard. No, it's on easy.
all right.
And weather and everything seems to be in order. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, I think that is pretty much it. Um, Everything seems to be in order. Um, Hopefully, for our sake, first lap's a bit less chaotic because I feel like we didn't cover 90% of what happened on lap one.
Guys, if you're hearing this, please don't forget to load your setups.
Yeah, we saw what happened last time. Uh,
Yeah.
Especially, well, I won't speak out the drivers' names, but S5FC, you need to do better, my guy. But yeah, I think everyone's in good spirits for this one. Um, I think easy level bot should be an inspiration for people. And Shrikant also before the
Yeah.
last safety car, you can make
Yeah,
a
very
position very
unfortunate.
very fast here in Baku. But who I'm gonna be looking for? We didn't speak of is Abhishek because he has to now do what easy level bot did, essentially, because he DNF'd on turn one, lap one. So he's right at the back of this entire quagmire. Um, yeah, Shadow, he came so close to winning at Hungary, and towards the end of that race last week, if you remember, Smith, he was actually faster than Jishnu, which being faster than Jishnu at Hungary,
He
that's a
was. Yeah,
tall
yeah.
order. And so he will be looking, because he'll be looking to scrub off that tag of one track specialist. Um, that people associate him because people think he's an absolute baller at Hungary, but hasn't necessarily produced what to his full potential on other tracks so far. And I think Shadow knows that if he's to be considered as a championship contender, he needs to bring a result in now, especially after getting that P2 in Hungary. A win or a podium here would do very well for his championship prospects, especially considering his teammates Captain Sandhu was no slouch either. So yeah, it's very very interesting. Do you think the Haas boys will be able to recover from their less than ideal to their expectations qualifying sprint race?
I think if they keep it clean, if they stay out of trouble, is all anybody needs. I have seen drivers like Abhi, for example, who's relatively slower than all these top five, top seven guys I would put into the picture. But at the end of the race, he is there always in top
Yeah.
five or top seven.
Yeah,
So
it's a
yeah,
good point.
you
He's just
you
keeping himself alive. But do you think the top seven will be as close as it was in qualifying, where it was 7 tenths in the last?
it could be. Of course, they would be exchanging places. Would want to keep distance from guys behind, so they need to keep it smart as well while they want to overtake. So yeah, that is what I feel because I remember once in I guess it was Silverstone. So Chips and I, we knew Quick Killer was faster than us, and we just kept exchanging positions in DRS zones, and that's how we pulled away from each other. Sorry, from Quick Killer.
Yeah, I was
So yeah.
commentating on that race, and I do remember. You think the Haas boys are going to try that strategy to get through the grid quickly and into positions where they will actually where they're actually looking to be? It's a very good tactic to try with your teammate because you need to get through what they believe to be a slower pack and catch up to the leading one.
They definitely want to do that. Yep.
And remember, in this top five, we have two pairs of teammates. We have the Alpha Tauri boys and the Ferrari boys. So it could be
Yeah.
interesting because if it turns into a 4 or 5 way fight and there's two teammates two teams fighting there. You could see some interesting pit stop strategies with regards to undercuts and overcuts.
There could be, there could be. Just give me a moment. I'm just quickly changing the grid positions here. I'm almost done while talking to you.
Yes,
So
Sid.
yeah,
I don't have a lunch break, so this is what I have to do. And anyway, no one's gonna watch this part of the stream, so might as well just, you know.
yeah. By the way, Vifix, I'm just quickly running through the
Yes,
grid
I
order.
will. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah, might as well
Shadow,
once,
Yash,
once in the.
Redstone.
Yeah, wait, let me just go to that message again.
Yeah, yeah.
Discord's weird. Yeah,
That's
Shadow
on task.
Yash Redstone, that's correct.
Yeah, then Captain Sandhu, Wicked Wiki, easy level.
Yes,
Ahif, Quick Killer, Jishnu,
yes,
Vintage, Shrikant, Thakurwa,
yes,
Spandan, Mosquito, Abhi, Oxidized, Chugs, Anton, Kalyan, Abhishets.
yes.
Perfect. I
I,
guess we are ready to go if everybody selected their cars and which I see they have. So yeah, I guess we can put a message and
yeah, I think you would
uh,
have to do that since you're the lobby host. Um, Almost dropped my controller right there and ruined the 6K thing. Oh, speaking of this, Madhav, if you're watching this, you do owe me a new controller. So yeah, it's yeah, I might as well take some time to take care of my personal business. You do owe me a new controller and 6,000 rupees plus the controller. So yeah, send me the bill. But anyway, we're getting ready now.
oh well, we were talking about whether they should put on softs or not. It now
Yeah.
makes sense. They should because lobby restart.
Yes. That was a bit stupid, but I still haven't gotten over this lobby restart thing because Cody's. I mean, I don't know what
Yeah.
Codemasters are as a studio. You will never catch me backing off of a chance to. You will catch me backing off on track. You will never catch me backing off of a chance to slander Codemasters Studio, Birmingham, in the United Kingdom. Tire choice will be interesting to see. To start
Yeah,
this race.
definitely. Do we have
I d-
Pradeep? No, we don't have Pradeep. Else I would have seen him on softs.
Yeah, all that. This isn't software, man. But yeah, I do expect to see some change in the starting tires compared to the sprint race where everybody picked the same. And I hope that was a really early 30-second call. I hope everyone has put their setup on, and by I especially mean Shadow. We don't want a situation where the pole man runs on default setup.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to see that. But as far as I know, Shadow is very active on Discord, and I've already told these guys twice, please load setups. I've already
Yeah, it's
said it
really
all.
more on them now. I think we should be able to report people for not putting their setup on at this point. How much we've told them. Uh, but yeah, we're
Nah,
still waiting. So they're
yeah,
definitely taking their time about it, which is good. It's a good thing.
it's a good thing. They know if
Yeah.
someone thinks that why are people taking time, then that's a sign. Load your setup.
Yeah, either that or there's a second scenario regarding the lobby, but I don't want to speak about that. I prefer really not to speak. Hmm.
While they load setup, I'll quickly come back in a minute.
Yeah.
I'll just grab something
Yeah,
quickly.
it's a taxing job. And finally the 30-second countdown starts. So
Ah,
hope you
great.
hope you this one's for real. I mean, it's just the formation lab. I can just run everyone through the grid order, so you can just go ahead and do what you're gonna do. Take a break in the comments box. Meanwhile, I should ask people who are watching, what's your prediction for the podium? If you have some, if you're bold enough to make a statement, send it out right now. as we are ready for the formation lap. Here we go. Okay, immediately top 5 all on mediums. Easy level bot is on softs. He has taken the URL Pradeep inspiration. 7th to 13th all on mediums is Mosquito on hards. Kalyan Verma starts on softs. And there's so it's 17 people on mediums, two guys on softs, and then one guy on hards. Oh. Oh, Bharat, I didn't know your last name was Gupta as well. That's a nice thing to know. Yeah. Yeah, it's 5. What do we think about these level boss chances here? Consider this, he made up 11 positions in that sprint race, and he's on softs.
Wait, I'm back. He's on softs, you said?
Yes.
Right?
And also I found out that Bharat's last name is Gupta. These are the revelations that we found out so far.
Wait, I want to see the tire scenario. Okay.
It's a great yellow wall.
Kalyan on softs.
I'm backing Abhishek to get a podium. Abhishek, we apologize in advance. That's another monetary compensation right there, regardless of the result. I
think easy level is doing what I did at I don't even remember where now, but yeah, he's hoping for an early safety car basically and take those hards towards the end, because it's very easy to get safety cars.
I mean, if anyone should be aware of the carnage that unfolds in the midfield, it is easy level, because he was right there last time. But Smith, do you think people will be more cautious this time, considering what they saw happen last time? And it's most of the same people as well there in those positions. But of course, in Baku, it only takes one person like missing a braking point to start like a 7-car reaction or something.
I always feel guys between P7 to P15 or P14, those 7-8 guys are very vulnerable to get caught up in those carnage, because while they don't want to lose positions, they also are not that hungry in the very first turn, until of course you're stupid. But yeah, you don't want to gain position in the very first turn. So yeah, if you get caught up, it's like done for you, which happened to a few guys that we saw, like Abhishek, who was I guess P5 or P6.
And look at Yasko Salia's car. Look at his car. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Lights.
Out? Not out?
Oh, now it's on. Lights out and away we go. And Yasko Salia gets a mega start right there. Shadow's gonna have to settle for P2 already. Hopefully it doesn't clip the outside barrier.
Even this Captain Sandhu gets an amazing start.
I don't want to jinx it, but it looked much cleaner this time. And let's shoot almost it up.
Quick killer. Kalyan Verma, quick killer. Oh no.
As I said, Smith, it only takes one person really missing it. And what's happened there is that Letchman's missed the break, his braking point, and Easy Level's gone into him, which has caused him to spin and then be in the path of every other car right there.
Wow, guys.
Smith, earlier on you said that Easy Level was hoping for an early safety car. I don't think he wanted him to be the reason for that, but I mean,
of course,
success or failure, I don't know.
The task failed successfully.
Yeah. It was a mega start from Yash, and I think just gaining one place every time on every race start. That's definitely. But now we saw Shadow be able to keep ahead of Yash. Can Yash keep ahead of Shadow?
Wait, Abhishek already has
He's in P11.
Yeah.
It's a good time to look at position changes here. So, of course, Yash has gained one position. Shadow's lost one. Sandhu's gained one. So has Wicked Wiki. Dove's lost two. Jishnu's gained three. Ahif is still in 7th. Spandan's gained 5. Mosquito on Hearts has gained 5 positions.
Yes, the only driver on hards. So, but yeah,
Vintage has kept his position. Abhishek has gained 9 positions. Anton's gained 6. Abhi's gained 2. Thakur has lost 2. Chugs has gained 2. Shrikant's lost 5. Oxidize has lost 1. And Easy Level is the big loser, who's lost 12. Who
yeah.
even after
If
that doesn't seem to have any damage. Don't know how.
if you're
Given
easy
where.
level, what do you pit? What do you pit right now onto hards?
Oh, I have spitting and he gets a. Oh no!
I
Oh, but the Haas double
Haas.
stack at Haas as well.
Again, they did it in Hungary. They're doing it here as well.
And this
I
one
have
needs a
absolutely no
Vincent.
answer.
Surely, if
Yeah,
Ahif had
easily
just
in the
gone
pits.
around another lap on the safety car, it would have just made more sense for him to go the whole lap and then change the wing. He would have lost lesser time than just pitting all at the same time. Now he has to pit again to get rid of that 5 seconds.
Well, sometimes it's too quick for us to, react to all those things. Getting 5 seconds under the pit lane, quickly changing those tires, going back to the original tires that you want in the next lap. So yeah.
The good news for them is that if there's another, they should probably just about be able to make it till the end on these tires. They will be very worn by the end, but hards have a long shelf span from what I remember in Baku. So, and we saw Smith, that even on the mediums, like 9 laps was almost nothing on the medium tires in the sprint race. It seemed like. So
Yeah, I mean,
that
there
was almost
was
half
one
the
safety
race.
car
So if mediums
and
can go half the race distance, then surely hards can easily do like 20, 21 laps.
yep.
That's
But
a
the safety
big.
car definitely gives me some time to, order food.
Yeah, but that's a big blow for the Haas boys early on. They'd gotten that good start that they
Yeah,
were hoping for, but then
yeah.
this confusion at the pit stop again.
It has all changed to AlphaTauri and Ferrari boys now. So
And now we're back to the intra-team battle, that inter-team and intra-team battle that I was talking about. And we've seen Wicket Vicky's been able to keep within the DRS range in the sprint race at least of the top 3, of the top 2, Gosalia and Shadow, uh, who look very evenly matched. Of course, we haven't seen Gosalia hit it from the front and see what he can do there. As Abhishek does, I think the most clever pit strategy here, which is that he started on soft, now he pits for hard. Ahir pits again.
yeah, to get rid of, I guess the 5 seconds.
But he's gonna have to
Too
pit
early.
again. I don't. Surely that would
I
have.
feel
Surely
it's a bit too
pitting
early.
one time lesser would have cost him less than 5 seconds.
Do you think it's too early for him to pit? Like
I mean, if there's another
pitting the second time.
safety
Who's
car,
that
what's
reversing us easy
happened to easy
level?
level? No,
This call. No, no, no.
he didn't have to go that far back. He was already facing the correct way. I don't understand. It's a very confusing 3-point turn right there, Smith. I can't make heads to tails of that.
3 guys already out. I would say in just 2 corners of racing.
If 2 corners, for most of the grid, it wasn't even 2 corners because most of it went even at turn 2 when the incident happened.
Yeah.
But I think it should
No,
be
they were actually. They were at turn 2.
But I think it should be in this lap. I think we should be able to get going now. I think it's very important that the top 4, each guy works with his teammate accordingly. They're all in the correct position as well that you'd want for a team fight like this, because first and fourth and then second and third, Wicket Vicky needs to be very, very careful not that he doesn't get overtaken by Redstone, because then he might not be able to impact the races of the AlphaTauri boys in the way that he would that Gosalia perhaps would want them to, because it would be a blockade in any strategic calls that they make. But anyway, we follow from Shadow's POV. What's gonna happen? Here we go. Gosalia's already gone. That was very early right there. I was taken aback by how early
is caught up
but
with that.
Look at that. That's why you don't go early at this track. Gosalia did get this surprise on Shadow, but look at that. Shadow still caught up. It didn't matter how good of a launch Gosalia got. But Shadow's already behind him. I think that was a fairly clean safety car restart. Hopefully everyone keeps it well behaved at turn 2. I'm following with every car. They all seem to be in pretty respectable gaps around.
I think that is on one line because of early pulling by Shadow. They never expected.
It was by Yash, because Yash is the leader. The pull-out game was early right there, and they didn't expect that. But yeah, it'll be very interesting now what happens. I think Shadow needs to stay within the DRS of Gosalia, and I think if he can stay relatively close, as Redstone has already overtaken Wicked Wiki. So the scenario that I said that they probably couldn't allow to happen at Ferrari has happened, but then again that is just Ferrari being Ferrari. So yeah, I think if Shadow Sword is like relatively close to Gosalia, he might try and do either an undercut or an overcut. Both of them would equally be as effective, but look, Shadow's so much quicker in the last part of the lap.
Oh, I think that was Captain Sandhu.
Oh yeah, he had a big moment. Almost. Captain Sandhu's not had a good restart. I think he's already a second and a half.
Yeah, behind. I think he's running a bit higher downforce is what I feel.
Maybe, but
because
look
he's
at Shadow.
Not able to catch.
He's so on it already on Gosalia, especially to the last part of the lap. He's so comfortable through there. He just needs to keep this up all the way until for the first part of the lap. He just needs to stay close enough. Meanwhile, I am watching Jishnu's progress. Can he start overtaking? Because around the inside of Chugs, but no way through right there. Chugs just gives him a bit of a push and a shove. And he can't afford to be careless because Spandan is right behind him. Meanwhile, half a second, 6/10. I think if you can stay within like half a second.
Jishnu on the inside of Chugs. Okay, he doesn't move.
Again, no, he backs out of it. I think it's too early for Jishnu to be trying to go for moves like that. But look at that. You can definitely see Gosalia has an advantage in the first sector on Shadow. But when you come to this part of the lap now near the castle, I think this is when the setups start to work the other way around. As look at Gosalia has to get such a ginger exit out of these corners. As we look on from Shadow's front wing, it's a good camera angle right here. Thank you for that.
I feel Shadow's setup, whatever he's made, is great for leading the race. So once he is in DRS zone of Yash,
he needs to. And one thing I will say, lads, please conserve your ERS a bit. We can see he's already on some like danger levels.
With whom?
The lead too. Meanwhile, Redstone now he's trying to make amends for that bad start earlier, and he's already on the back of Captain Sandhu.
Thakur already making move on Abhi.
And Jishnu now going outside. As
wait, when did Jishnu make a move on Chugs? Never caught that.
I think Chugs might have made an error. Look at how close Shadow is. But one thing you have, if you make a setup for Sector 3, Smith, is that DRS will help you. Whereas if you're making a setup for Sector 1...
Wait, just a sec. Anton...
Oh, Shadow!
In the inside of... Oh, they make contact vintage. Shadow, what happened to Shadow? I didn't catch that.
Oh, he almost clipped the inside of that turn 2. He missed his braking point. And, he's lucky his teammates behind him. Otherwise, somebody else might have had a go at that. Meanwhile, Jishnu trying to go for a move, chooses to back out. Abhi versus Chugs versus Spandan.
Chugs, oh.
Oh, it's 3-1. Oh, no, good. Alpine. Okay. Lads,
Abhi gave enough space, like more than enough space.
Yeah, look at this. Look at the battle at the back, which is not helping Ivan.
Abhi sheds and oxidize. No.
This is not helping Abhishek and Ahe visit. They want to be at the front, but they're just stuck. You can't overtake through this slow section, no matter how fast you are, and everyone's in a DRS train, so you can't overtake that way as well necessarily. I hope for Shadow's sake that his tires aren't overheating. Oh, what's happened to Thakur was spun.
Thakur
Hopefully he doesn't have
had a
damage. No, he does have
very
damage. He has no front wing. It does defend that on Abhishek right there. Right? Will he even make the turn? Will he even make the turn? No, he will not, because you cannot make the turn taking them. That's probably a safety car.
Of course,
Yes, it is.
that is.
I don't understand why he
Thakurva.
would try to take the corner at his normal turning speed. There's an escape
Yeah,
road right up there.
absolutely
I
no
think you
idea.
should have just. I think you should have just gone to the escape road, Smith. Because that way you wouldn't
Honestly,
have.
he should have taken the inside line, let the other cars go, because you know you are gonna pit. You have to brake early at that turn.
Yeah, but
because
I don't.
even with full wings, people DNF over there. We have seen in sprint race.
Yeah.
So I have absolutely no clue.
Oh, meanwhile,
but this is
Shadow pits.
definitely helping.
Shadow pits.
Yeah, it is a great thing that he did, because now he would just take the harsh to the end. He doesn't
Wait,
have
no,
to.
but it says he's still on mediums. What's happened there? It definitely showed me Shadow was in the pits.
No, Shadow's in hards, right? Oh,
No,
yeah,
he's on
hards.
medium. He's on medium.
No, he's on hard.
Oh, he's on
hard.
medium
His
for
car.
me. Oh no, no, okay. I seem to be desyncing a bit. Okay, now he's on hard, and so is
Yeah,
Yash.
he's on hard. Like,
So they
literally
didn't-
everybody's on hard,
yeah,
but Anton.
And now, that's the harsh strategy from earlier look worse. Jishnu's up to P5 now, so that's good news on his side. But look how much difference a second makes, because you saw that Captain Sandhu was no more than like a second behind Shadow, and Shadow's come out in P3 and Sandhu's come out in P8. That's also the disadvantage of being his teammate as well.
Yeah.
But how's Redstone come out behind Captain Sandhu if Captain Sandhu got held up in the pits?
Did Redstone have 5 seconds or something?
Did he have wing damage?
He could have had a wing damage as well. You never know.
But
I mean, there's so
Mosquito
many
now
battles
becomes
going on.
that makes Mosquito the de facto leader now. So a bit of Red Bull master plan here. Teammate DNFs, he gets position. As what's
No,
happened
no,
to
no.
Wicket?
Mosquito is not de facto leader. Mosquito started on hards.
Yeah. Meanwhile, where is Wicket Vicky? Because for me it says he's activating a speed limiter going through castle section. So I know that's not correct. So
Who? Can you come again?
Wicket Vicky. Because for me it says that he's activating a speed limiter going through castle section, which is obviously not correct.
He's in pits.
Yeah, I don't know why. For some reason, when cars are pitting, I'm not seeing them in the pits.
But
Yeah,
why
that's
is he still not coming out of the pits? Okay, now he does. How many seconds of penalty did he have? 10?
Yes.
Can you serve 10 seconds?
You cannot
in
serve 10
pits?
seconds. You can only serve 5 at a time.
Okay.
Stop
Because he
goes.
was standing there for like quite a long time.
Yeah, luckily he doesn't get lapped by the safety car.
Oh, thank God, yeah.
Now, I think Gosali and Shadow would have to clear Mosquito pretty fast. Especially since Anton behind him is on mediums. He hasn't pit as well, but I think these mediums would be the faster tire right now. Compared to the new hards, because hard tires take some time to get up to
Yep.
speed.
They do. Plus, they don't get warmed up so easily, so yeah.
Yes. I hope Wicket Vicky can catch up to this pack, but looking at where he is compared to where everyone else is, I doubt. Also, what did happen to Wicket Vicky? Because he was like 5th, wasn't he? At one
Yeah,
point?
he was. Weird. I don't recollect.
The only thing that could make sense is that he was in the pits for like an abnormally long time. Which, can you just check? I think race director allows you to check pit stops, Smith. So let's just take that theory out of the running. Whether he was or he wasn't.
Yeah, let's just go through that. Wicket Wiki. It says 7.4 seconds. Front wing damage.
doesn't doesn't explain how somebody was, because he at most would have been like 12th to 13th, considering Redstone's 9th.
But how did he do a lap time of 4 minutes 14 seconds?
It's very confusing. If
Yeah.
somebody's seen this stream, and have you missed something?
Because even safety car doesn't do that
yeah,
slow lap.
that is double the lap time of the safety car lap. You look at Mosquito
Yeah.
right now. They're in the 2 minutes at the last corner.
Let me quickly check. Yeah, his previous lap time was 4 minutes 14 seconds.
So he was basically
His
stationary
second
for 3
one
laps.
was 183 seconds.
What's happened there? Yeah, so it's a 2 minute 27. That's was the lap time under the safety car. I don't really understand. I'm gonna have to do some investigative journalism here myself.
Write some research paper.
Yes, he doesn't seem to be involved in any incident. I can't see his name appearing. So he's not had an incident, and his pit stop wasn't like glitched or chugs.
Wait, what? Again? Under the safety car?
Yes.
The last time he crashed out at first corner, now he... I have no idea.
And for some reason, I have just stopped right in front of me. So
Oh.
I don't understand that. That's a good
But there's a huge gap between Abhi and Vintage as well.
Yeah, because
So
Ahif was just behind Chugs when that crash happened, so Ahif just stopped on track. Because he doesn't trust the ghosting in this game. Neither do I. But Wicked is still not caught. He's gonna take him so long to catch up.
He's actually started doing his race runs now.
Oh, he can't. No.
No, what? Where? What? Oh,
At the
no,
castle.
no.
From P7.
Why?
What is happening to people? If the hearts are that difficult to drive in the safety car, what's gonna happen when they start racing?
6 cars DNF'd in 3 laps of racing.
And I'm pretty sure half of them were under the safety car. Oh, this is really a race of attrition, isn't it?
Yeah, this has become more of an endurance race. Let's see what Mosquito does here.
Well, I would just like everyone to be informed that the beef has already started in the stewards inquiry, and I just request everyone to kindly hold off until the race is over so we can actually talk about the race and then talk about that later on, because it's better that way as Mosquito goes. But look at Shadow.
Oh.
He's close. He was around the outside. Is he gonna have the grip necessary down the outside? He's still keeping it side by side. Now they head into turn 2. This was the corner where he overshot it last time. He keeps it there, and he has gotten the move done. What a mwah. And meanwhile, one of the Alfa Romeos has a big moment. As the
Oxidized retires.
Oh, not another safety car. Please not another
No,
safety
it won't
car.
be.
He crashed too soon for the safety car to come out again. Mainlander will
It only comes out in sector 3.
But Shadow Squad, what
a lovely move.
Meanwhile, Jishnu's all the way up to P4 now. In case you hadn't noticed, Sandhu's up to P5. Anton's getting really used here right now. For lack of a better word. Abhishek has to go around the outside, which leaves him open to attack from the guy in the same car. Redstone, oh my god. Vintage in 10th.
Boys.
Ahif 11th. Ahif's not made the headway that we presumed. But look at this now. And Shadow's overtaken Mosquito as well. So he's bolted. He's gone. And Yash Khosale needs to make the move fast. If he has to have any hope of keeping up with Shadow, he's more fighting Jishnu right now. When did Shadow overtake Mosquito? I completely missed that. But look at that. This has already opened it. He's opened
There
the
are too many
DRS
battles
gap.
happening because even Redstone overtook Abhishek and all that.
Yeah, oh my god. Meanwhile, now Gosali, I think, should be able to overtake Mosquito down the straight. He has to overtake Mosquito down the straight to keep his race proper. I must say, though, Mosquito's running some inshallah straight line setup because look at this.
Yeah, now
And
I think
now
yes,
I think
Goshalia
Gosalia down the
dumping some
outside.
battery and down the
And there
outside.
you go.
Makes it easy and he
Oh.
would have definitely shot it there, but yeah.
Yeah, because that turn one is very difficult, isn't it? Because the barrier is facing outwards, unlike like every other barrier in the game or in real life is facing inwards. So you don't have to worry about like an outwards facing portion of the barrier getting to Captain Sandhu was on the outside inside of Jishnu and he gets the move done. That is definitely big balls. Right
Yeah,
there.
man, Jishnu right back him. What a switcheroo.
Oh, but now Captain Sandhu trying to do it on Mosquito as well.
No,
But then
Spandan,
Jishnu tries to
Spandan.
go on the inside. And Spandan. Meanwhile, Abhishek versus Redstone Doc at the same time. Doc keeps the position.
Jishnu made
Jishnu.
contact with Captain Sandhu and all
Spandan
that
at the
Spandan
catching
making the
section.
position. Oh, wow. What
Who says you
amazing
can't
2-3
overtake at the
turns.
castle? Who says that?
Wow.
That this is just it's so sweet music right now for Shadow, isn't it? He's just bolting away with it. He's just going away with it.
Yeah. He definitely does have a setup which like helps him if he's in the lead.
Yeah, and I think he can start to like just sort of not have to take the same risks that others will have to now. It's a big gap now between second and third as well. So only Gosalia at the moment without any safety cars looks like his real challenger. But of course this is Baku, so we shouldn't discount that possibility. There's no DRS still, so
Do you
no
think
overtakes
Jishnu will
will be
make a
done.
move on Captain? No, he won't, of course.
Oh, it's
No,
Captain
Captain
Sandhu hit the
Sandhu,
barrier and
no,
it's
and that.
Sandhu.
Oh my god, that is the pit exit line, and Sandhu
Oh my god,
definitely wants to.
Sandhu!
Oh
Jishnu!
no!
Oh. How have they not suffered wing damage? Oh, meanwhile, this is
my
Alpine spun, William spun of Anton at the back.
Oh,
How did anybody not get any wing damage there? What are they?
I have in
What
the
are these?
pits.
Oh!
What is happening?
Captain
Redstone,
Sandhu
Redstone!
hit the-
Redstone.
Oh no!
Why would he rev so much?
Oh, he's been hit. He's been clarted from the back.
Oh.
As Redstone and I
Oh, no.
And that's a safety car.
Wait, what? Oh,
That's a
I mean,
safety-
that's gonna help him. But
Oh, meanwhile, IF pits under the safety car. He's coming out with
Yeah.
the safety car. This is an absolute dynamite move.
oh no! Oh, look at that! He was almost taken out by the
I
safety
don't
car.
see. I think if you're the
Redstone,
no,
right? Oh my God.
no. I don't
is
see any
throwing away the
reason
race.
for the leaders to pit, though, because
Yep,
there's
yep.
still
They
half the
don't
race
need
left,
to.
and
Yeah.
Sid, I'm afraid you've done a bit of a panoti here, Sid. I'm just gonna, yeah.
Wait, people are saying lobby glitched? Okay, no.
No, I don't see that as Redstone gets another drive-through penalty for what I don't know. Mosquito now can pit though. The only one that gets three
Redstone,
penalties.
another drive-through. What is
That was
happening?
that pit exit happening. I don't see no more Shabashi. Okay, Sid.
Let me quickly check if the lobby is glitched.
I don't see
Because Wicked Wiki in the pit for so long also is another thing which is bothering me.
for me, Wicked Vic is not in the pits anymore. He's on track. This is what I was suffering from in the last safety car. We are exactly at half race distance now, so Yeah, I don't see any glitches, like obvious glitches in the lobby. Everyone's like right where they're supposed to be.
So what exactly happened to Redstone? Because he did get two drive-throughs.
I don't know what happened to Redstone. I think he just wanted to retire. And then the
Because I am looking at Wicked Vicky's POV. His car just stood before the pit box, like for a very long time.
that is weird, but that would that go somebody to explain why Wicked Wiki had a 4 minute? I suppose we won't get the answer whether the lobby is glitched until we figure out why Wicked Wiki had a 4 minute lap time.
Yeah, it's very. That's what I'm saying.
And the only one who knows the answer to that is Wicked Wiki himself. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He did send his POV of what exactly happened. The guys were there ready with tires and everything, but his car stood there as if there is another Ferrari in front of him. As if, but it wasn't there. So that's weird.
Yeah, but I don't think that's a lobby like glitch though. That's just a glitch for one person.
Yeah, that's his game glitch.
Yeah, so that's not a lobby glitch. So yeah, there's no reason to. I guess restart. Why is Vishnu bidding now again? What's with the Haasverse fascination to work their pit crew as well? I don't.
Yeah. They're training them after what happened in Australia in 2019.
That was 2018, but oh, they're serving the 5 seconds.
Oh, that was 2018.
IF has done 5 stops.
Oh wow.
And Jishnu's done 3. They've done 8 stops in between them. Ask boys. But Jishnu was on. Does he not think that the fresh mediums will go? And you know what, Smith? I think he's going to pit again because he's got 11 lap old hards now. He went from fresh mediums to 11 lap old hards. I think he's going to pit again at the end of this lap to go on to fresh mediums again.
Oh. I mean,
very...
while he can carry on,
yeah, but
why would he want to?
Yeah, but why would you pit from fresh mediums to these one hards? Because
no clue what's the game.
Sid Venkatesh, can just explain to me what the Haas boys are doing. I don't understand. They just keep pitting. So, for context here, I have done 5 pit stops, and this is the second safety car. So 6 laps and then 5. So it's 11 laps where he's not gone at racing speed through the entire lap.
Damn. In all this, and I still haven't ordered my food.
Safety car in this lap, so he can't even pit now. Can Jishnu? So he's just gone on to old hards for.
Yeah, he of course should have understood the last time when he was pitting.
Yeah, I think he's trying to be a bit too clever there, and he's trying to gain one lap off of his medium tires. He's kind of lost out big now. But now I'm watching QUALI again. We've always seen him for this safety car restarts this week. Where's Shadow gonna go? I don't think he's gonna pull it anywhere near this point even, because the line's right there. He's still moving around, and now he goes.
Yep.
He drops the hammer. Meanwhile, Abhishek versus Captain Sara. Abhishek's all the way from last into P3, by the way. Abhishek's that is very DNF. That is very DNF.
Vintage. No. 3 guys. That was a great braking by Captain Sandhu. He knew he had to brake early, else he would have gotten caught up between all that.
He just lost the car at the exit of turn 1. Right there. Meanwhile, Captain Sandhu goes down the inside of Vintage player. Gets the move done. Meanwhile, what happened to Abhishek there? He had to go a long way wide, and he's lost a lot of positions. Meanwhile, Mosquito trying to go around the... and Mosquito's going to be a threat now because he's on fresh mediums and he can go till the end. Easy till the end. But look at the gap they've made now because Captain Sandhu was fighting with
Yeah.
Vintage. Shadow needs to. We've seen that the setup is perhaps the better one through this section of track. But look at how close Gosalia is. If they had
Yeah, Gosal is
DRS,
very close.
then I feel like it would be a bit elementary. I hope Shadows doesn't have damage because he is going very gingerly
No, I don't think so.
through this section. Or is he trying to... Oh, Captain Sandhu does have damage because that's his end plate missing on the left side.
Oh, right side, yeah.
Oh, what happened to Shadow there? He had to brake to make that
His
turn.
car kind of taps, yeah, at the
And that's going
left
to
side
give
of the...
a very healthy opportunity, but just to show you how much wing is, how little wing is running, because I still couldn't catch up. Even with that, now Wicket Wiki going on the outside of Vintage player, Wicket Wiki, who was at one point, I
Wait,
think...
in all that, Gosalia and Shadow, Gosalia makes the move stick and
What's
overtakes
happening
Shadow,
though?
and
What's happening?
Shadow
But I feel like
uses...
Shadow setup has more grunt to it. Though
Yeah.
in the pure straight line, Gosalia was
Oh,
forced to
wow.
go roll out of it. And wow. You think Basil thinks Shadow's got light wing damage, and I at this point would support this theory because look at how slow he is now. He definitely is he's definitely not at 100%. If either that or Gosalia has just turned up the wake. But Shadow's been able to go with Gosalia thus far. I don't see any reason as to why he wouldn't be able to go with him now. And look at that exit, the entry to that turn as well. He missed the apex for quite a lot. And he's been hitting this sector all the time. Yeah, meanwhile, Wicket Wiki is now caught up to Captain Sandhu because Captain Sandhu has damage and it's looking good now for Ferrari. But one good thing for Shadow is that he's so quick in a straight that it almost hasn't mattered so far how quick Gosalia is. But of course, the downside is that the DRS, I think, comes into play on this on the next lap. Yeah. Perhaps this is the one track. Meanwhile, Jishnu going around the inside. Abhishek's looking to go around the outside. As Mosquito Pits from...
Mosquito Pits, I guess he had wing damage.
Yeah, maybe we did. Bit weird still to pit. But yeah, looking at this now, Gosalia still can't really gain on Shadow through this DRS zone.
Oh, I think it's going to be an easy overtake by Jishnu on Vintage, and I hope they don't make contact.
Slightly brushed, but Jishnu has to think the wiser. Oh, he's trying to get him on traction. That's how much faster he thinks he is.
No.
Oh, Jishnu's control. There's Abhishek's damage. I saw something fly off his car. That allows IF to take that position. But yeah, does Jishnu think that Vintage is that slow that he can't even wait till the DRS zone? Meanwhile, through Castle section, they go again, the leaders. And Shadow seems to be finding that groove back a bit now. So maybe he didn't have damage. Maybe it was just really slow to get the tires to work. He has to think lap-wise. But if you're looking at the battery, I think Gosalia should aim for a last few lap charge as Captain Sandhu. Stop hitting that barrier, man. You are just endangering yourself at this point.
Yeah, I think he's waiting for a safety car again right now because hey, they did happen, and we have
and now
8
look at
DNS,
Shadow.
9
He's
DNS.
just pulled out.
Oh my God! Shadow has lost. Sorry, Captain has lost entire front wing. I'm guessing.
Yeah, because he kept hitting the barrier.
Yeah.
And was pushing so hard to be in P3 that he's now lost basically every position in this race.
Yep. And Jishnu makes a move on Vintage.
Yeah, that makes it a very
close, and Vintage makes the move.
Still defending, still keeping.
No,
Ooh,
no,
Jishnu would have
Jishnu.
gotten the run on him there, but he's hit that curve. Out,
Yeah.
outstepped his limit. But now there's so much slipstream on hand. He goes down the inside. Vintage player tries to defend. No, he can't.
Oh,
Jishnu
that was very
finally
close, very
gets that
close.
move done on the inside. That was big balls right there. And you'd have
Yeah.
to feel that Shadow thinks he's comfortable enough with his straight line speed to keep Gosali 6 to 7 tenths. If it gets to like 2 to 3, I think he's going to start to get worried at that straight. But I think he's just about keeping him at arm's length. And he's actually starting to gap him now a bit.
Yeah, like gradually he is gapping him.
So maybe the way the setups work, Gosalias fires up faster, but it burns out earlier, and Shadows is the opposite, where he just needed to be ahead for that entire time span. Because now look, 8 tenths is not going to be close enough, even with the double DRS. Of course, they have to try perfect. A mistake from either is gonna is gonna make this race the other guys. Um,
Yep.
And I think Spandan, he's in a really good position here for this podium because he
Yeah,
is
he's
less than a second now behind, and he's on fresh mediums compared to the hards of Wicked Wiki. Oh, I heard a crack. I heard somebody hit the wall right there. Big
I'm
sound.
on board
Big
with Ahif and Vintage.
sound. Meanwhile, I
Vintage giving just enough space to Ahif.
but there's no hope, is there really? And Abhishek, it
Yep.
was Abhishek who clipped the wall.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Yash Kausalia trying a look. No, he can't. Would you be getting frustrated that your setup is just not good enough in the straight line? Like he's always missing that little bit. And of course,
Yeah.
you're having to go slower through the corners now, Yash, because um, he can't go at the speed that Shadow goes at. He has to, his speed in the corners is basically dictated by Shadow, because he's behind him. But look, he's much closer this time
He's
through
very
Castle
close,
section.
very
He's almost
close.
side by side. He needs
Yeah.
to keep a level head through this section. He knows that if he's this close, then there's a very good chance for him to overtake. But he needs to keep the battery level high enough so that he can defend with Shadow counterattacks as well. So he has to think tactically as well. And maybe if he pulled out the overtake now, he would not be able to resist Shadow, because we assume that Shadow is going to be able to come back at him if he's been able to keep him behind for so long. Now though, this is going to be the most interesting it's been in a few laps. Shadow, I must say, he is very close to that wall every time, the tire barrier at the turn. And
Yeah, I guess he's taking it a bit too late, that turn, but Gosalia
look at that,
on
Gosalia's
Shadow,
light is blinking.
blinking already.
Shadow, I think, has played this one very well, because with the blinking light, you're basically just like 1 or 2 kilometers faster than you are without any ERS. So it's going to be very difficult for Gosalia to find a way past him. As long as he deploys at the same points that Gosalia does, it should be a Shadow Sword defense every time. Look, Gosalia is blinking to the corners as well. That's how much he's burnt off of his thing, that he can't even
Oh,
harvest.
Gosalia taps the wall.
Yeah. He can't even harvest it through the corners, Smith, to get it up above 10%.
Yeah, I guess it just went above 10% now. But
But
yeah,
it's not going to be above
Shadow's doing
10%
some
for a
great
long
job.
time in
Yeah,
the
of course.
straight, is it? You think Gosalia pushed too hard too soon, or was that the part of Shadow's plan to make him push and burn all of his ERS in the laps that he didn't have DRS in?
Yeah, I mean, of course, it's not a part of Shadow's plan, but maybe Gosalia got a bit too, what do you say, impatient there, making the
Well, it's going to be
move
very
done.
hard to make the overtake now, because Shadow's light is nowhere close. He's not blinking right now. And even if he was, he's still ahead of him, and he's faster in the straight. So I think Gosalia would have to step back, recharge a bit, and then come back at him.
Yeah, I mean, he still has 6 laps to go. So he definitely should do that. He just needs to keep under his DRS, not use any battery.
What's happened? What's happening? Abhishek has
That was
spun
Abhishek.
yellow flags in sector 2. Oh, I think
Yeah.
he got the car. And this time, look, he didn't challenge him. So Now he's gonna have to make Shadow think, isn't he? He's gonna have to make him waste it on a lap where he's not using it.
Correct, absolutely.
It's all tactical now. Again, meanwhile, Captain Sandhu on Anton Hypers around the outside. He breaks, can't get the move done. Will he go for the switchback? Oh, and Anton just smart enough. He can't defend that with the grip difference. But Spandan's actually gone backwards on wicket as Yash Gosalia tries a move down the inside. What's happening?
Shadow went too deep. I think he would have.
I saw Yash having a look on the inside of the very slow hairpin-like corner, and this is brought back into play wicket because he's gained 3 seconds on this because of that. And I think if they have enough incidents, they need to think about this because they can't afford to be doing that all the time.
Yeah, but he's still a bit too far to,
Yeah, but what happened there with Yash and Shadow? I wonder.
Shadow, I felt maybe he took the.
I saw Yash on his inside, and then I saw Shadow ghosted for a second, and then once again goes very close to that wall. I am so scared whenever I see him near it.
Yeah, but very close on Yash. Shadow too.
Yeah, but look at that, because his lights blinking. There's
the lights are blinking already. He's not gonna make the move stick.
He can't make
even
it stick.
Even on 26 lap, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why he's burning every lap now. I think he should just focus on like one lap or something. And I think it needs to be the last lap in my opinion, because I feel like if Shadow is anywhere close to him and his lights blinking, he might get out-dragged on the straight.
Yep. I personally haven't seen Shadow's lights blinking at any point. So,
yeah, and Gosalia is blinking early. Remember, the first time we saw it blink was like 3 or 4 laps ago, and that's like 7-8 laps left in the race at that point.
Yeah.
I think he thinks he is faster, but like just being faster doesn't give you the win. You have to cross the line first. And Shadow, he's practically made no errors yet in his defense. His overtake on Gosalia, re-overtake came out of it was a very crafty overtake. He used that safety car to his full advantage. And that's what I'm saying with the straight line speed, because I don't think Gosalia would have been, with the setup he has, been able to do that same move on him, because he wouldn't have had the pure top speed. And every time they come through here, the gap will increase because Shadow always getting the better exit. Not this time. This time Gosalia is close. He is within 2 tenths.
Yeah, very close. He's
within a tenth now. Can he? Oh, what's happened to Jishnu Span?
Oh.
But look at this, man. No matter how close, he's actually losing time now with DRS.
Yeah.
He has DRS, slipstream, everything.
Shadow is running.
How annoying must it be? But Shadow's made the first error. The first big error. Looking side by side. They go into this turn. Who has DRS here? I think Yash turned Shadow has an. Oh, look at that with DRS. Shadow sword. He just manages to pull away by so much. And I think Yash Gosalia needs to rethink it now, because he would have seen that he was losing time on Shadow, even with basically DRS and slipstream. What's happened now?
Yes,
why is
I
there
guess it was vintage?
Oh no, it's a slow.
And broken his front wing. Oh.
He can turn it around. Yes, good one, vintage. Nice, nice, lovely flick spin right there. But yeah, it is.
The only battle that has happened in the last, I guess, 10 laps is Shadow, Yash, Shadow.
Yeah, but it's turning into a bit of the same story, and I think.
I mean, all he needs is ERS management at this point, is what I personally feel.
I think Yash definitely has the chance. I think he has the quicker car right now. He just needs to be smart about the way he makes overtake stick. But on the other hand, you can't take it away from Shadow. He has driven absolutely brilliantly. He's had a guy within 3 tenths of him heading into the longest DRS straight on the entire calendar.
Yeah,
Every
if it were
lap.
AI right now, it would have made a 1 second gap to me
Look
at this
at this.
point.
He is gaining time on him.
How is he doing that? How is he managing to do that?
As long as Shadow
How is...
hits the turn 1 every time cleanly, he can pretty much just... I think this is a 10 out of 10 performance from both the boys, but... Yeah,
Yeah.
and then we've seen that DRS not nearly as effective on this one, so Shadow can be a bit more careful is the word.
Yeah, Shadow and
A bit
Gosalia
of
very
RG there,
close.
but not close enough. Gosalia would have... He's got 3 more
Yeah, and his
chances.
lights are blinking again.
His lights are blinking on the braking zones. That's what's making me
Yeah.
concerned for his ERS. You know, Ahif is now catching up to Spandan, so P4 is not out of the reckoning for him. I do wonder though, why did Jishnu pit on old hards? Because he doesn't seem to have the same pace that you had on mediums, which is kind of an obvious statement, but yeah.
But I guess
Now,
it's fine at this point. He's keeping his position, and Ahif is very
Yeah.
close to Spandan. I don't know what happened.
I
To
think
Spandan there.
Jishnu could have challenged for a podium even if he had just been on the mediums. Because Spandan shown you can clearly get it till the end. It's not like. And now Yash Gosali is very close. Oh, Shadow had a moment there. He just had a moment on acceleration. Is that gonna cost him the race lead? Look at how close Yash Gosali is. But now they move into this straight, and look, Shadow's he's actually gaining again on the mid straight. But now with 2 laps left, Yash Gosalia, is this the definitive move around the outside? No, he does not, because he doesn't need to. Captain Sansu's DNF.
Captain Sandu, where? Oh, that turn where Shadow
Oh yeah, it is that turn, and I saw even Sandu struggling with it. Now Yash Gosalia again. They're side by side.
Oh no!
Oh no! That gives Wicked Vicky the default race lead. His Shadow has damage. His car is broken. He has no front wing. He has no front wing. Oh my god! Drama!
What happened there? I couldn't catch it because I was looking at...
Also the game's giving pretty shit onboard angles as well on that. Now Wicked Vicky, this should be an easy pass for him. And he has just been handed it, hasn't he? He's in a 4-minute lap time.
Yeah, that must be frustrating Wicked Vicky right now, because I'm sure Shadow would be braking so early at that castle section.
But I think he should get him, and Shadow would be smart.
Wait. I want to see what Shadow does right now. I hope it doesn't happen something similar to Thakurwa.
incident. No, he managed. Oh no!
Oh shit! No. That was...
I think he should have just given him the position, to be honest.
Yes,
but now that ends into a last lap sprint. All the protagonists have changed. It's now Ahif who is gaining at the rate of knots on Wicked Vicky, by the way. So this is not over for Wicked Vicky. He wants his first win. He's gonna have to earn it. What happened? What has happened,
buddy? Oh my god! I was gonna appreciate both of them for such safe and clean racing until the penultimate lap.
Now, Wicked Vicky, he has not been in this position. Oh no.
Spandan, my man. Shadow decides to carry on.
I think Shadow will finish 5th or 6th at the... But look, he's catching him. And in the middle sector, if he can gain like half a second, he's gonna set up a drag race at the end. Who would have thought? Ahif was last on lap 1, who has done 5 pit stops. Yes, he has.
Boys.
8 tenths. Oh, this is gonna be close.
Very close. This is very close.
Look at how close he is now. It's gonna be a drag race. Wicked Vicky, who's never been in this position on a podium, let alone for the win. He's 3-4 corners away from, and 9 finishes, by the way. But I have lost ground.
won or finished podium? I have
No,
no
I don't
idea
think
in
he has
LOS.
ever. I don't think he's ever done it. Which is, it's gonna be so close. I can't. I don't want to speak any. I don't want to speak anything right now. I have
Yeah.
4 tenths, less than half a second. Into half a second, he wicket
Oh,
bad exit. I have
already?
goes on the inside. He's. Oh wait, is wicket trying to do what I think he's
Oh,
trying to
no,
do?
no, no, wicket, wicket.
But I think that should be enough for Ahif. I don't think Wicket Wiki has got
Wicket,
enough
wicket
in
is
his.
gonna make
But
any move
Ahif's
here.
light
Yep.
is blinking. Ahif's light is blinking. But I think as he tries his
Both the lights are
desperation
blinking.
to break up the door, he wins
Shit.
in Azerbaijan. Ahif.
Oh, what
Oh
a
my god,
lovely
Wicked Wiki P2,
last lap.
Jishnu in all of that gains on all of his championship. He becomes championship leader and he extends his lead. Shadow finishes 4th, Abhishek's in P5. Oh my god, what happened to Wicked Wiki at that last turn there?
Wicket, wiki. Yeah.
Oh, do you think the podium sitters right now would have expected to be in the room?
Definitely
for
not.
it?
Wicket, wiki, he knew he had P3 secured. And at one point he had P1 secured. Definitely P1 secured.
Do you think he
But
drove
Ahif
two?
was
Do you think?
really
I mean,
quick.
he hadn't been in that position before. Ahif has been in that position before, and
Yeah.
I guess that was just the difference. Wicket Wiki drove with a bit too much caution, I guess, in the last few laps because he did have a gap. He did have like a 3 second gap when that incident happened between Shadow and Yash. But Smith Shah, Baku never disappoints.
It disappoints you, yeah.
What was not there in that race? Wow. Can you just invite? I don't even think they would expect the invite. But can you just invite the podium
I already have. Yeah.
finishes? Oh my god. But
Ah.
yeah, so let's just run you through the grid order. That is, I have been for 7th place. He started 5 pit stops. He did. But it doesn't matter now. I have first, Wicket Wiki in second. He was this close to his first ever race win. Jishnu in third, Shadow fourth, Abhishek's fifth, Anton sixth, Mosquito seventh, Vintage eighth, Spandan ninth, Yash Kosalia 10th. I think Yash did finish 90% of the race, so he will get that 1 point. Captain Sandhu in 11th, and those are the classified finishers. Of course, in reality, only 9 people cross the 9. But our DNFs, in order. Abhi, Redstone, Oxidized, Srikanth, Chugs, Thakurva, Easy Level, Kalyan Verma, and Quick Killer. All DNFing.
All DNF'd. Oh my god.
Wow.
Hello, boys.
Oh my god.
Ah,
Can you
crazy
guys
ass
hear me?
race, I must say.
Yeah. Yeah, I just need everyone to leave the lobby now so that I can go to the virtual showroom and show the cars. But yeah, if that doesn't happen in the next 30 seconds, then I'll just do the podium interviews here. I think I need a sit down,
Wow.
a relaxer, a rebreather. I have no words. I don't know what to say. I miss the words. And yeah, hopefully you guys in the comments enjoyed that one. But yeah, I don't think everyone's readying up. I think they're all recording race directors and stuff. Cause let's be honest. So yeah, I'm just gonna start with the podium interviews. Jishnu, did you expect to be talking right now in this party chat?
No, not at all. That was a surprise for me.
What was your genuine reaction when you saw that incident? We will get to your actual race, but I just want to ask you to take. What was your reaction when you saw those two cars just
Uh,
dead
you
on
mean
the side
Shadow
of
and
the road?
Yash?
Yeah. What was your
Oh my
honest
god.
reaction? I think you
Well,
had pretty much accepted that you were going to finish fifth at that point, and then that
Yeah, I was
happened.
accepting sixth at least because my tires were. I pitted on lap one, and then there was some stupid strategy with me also because I had to change wings 3 times. Uh, Obviously, thanks to Captain Sandhu and others. But obviously, I was gutted for Yash because he was fighting a hard race. But yeah, I was also happy. I mean, free places any day I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of your actual race, yeah, we did want to ask you, did you have any wing damage or something when you pit from fresh mediums into one hards at the end? Because that looked like a very weird strategy call to when more less than half the race is left to go
So for
from fresh mediums to hard tires.
No, I mean, definitely. I mean, first time I pitted, I made a rookie mistake. I selected yes for the wings. It was already there for previous, but then I had to pit again because I damaged it again, twice. Then I went back to my hards because that was the best strategy at that point because softs won't make it. So me and Ahif obviously were discussing that hards to the end were good. So.
Yeah, and Smith, I mean, if you have any questions to ask him, uh, I,
Nah, bro. First of
to
all,
be honest, I really didn't prepare
congratulations
the
because
script for Jishnu today. In my mental head,
I
I was already preparing a script for the three I thought were going to be here. But
yeah,
yeah,
because a sprint race, unfortunate moment. He finished, I guess, P9 or P10,
9,
and
P9.
then yeah, and then he kept it on track. So many pit stops, and he finishes P3 in all that. What a race, Vishnu!
Yeah,
Congratulations,
thanks.
buddy.
Yeah.
yeah,
Obviously,
Yep.
I had great pace also on the track, but it was just those incidents with these guys. Or other than that, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, there were a lot of incidents, and few of them happened under the safety car, which
Yeah.
was very,
I
I
think
would
there were like
say,
5 DNFs in this under the safety car
under the safety
itself in
car.
this race.
Yeah, yeah, very weird, very weird.
Yeah,
So, but great, man. You kept it on the track all the time, and some great battles we saw. So, congratulations.
No,
yeah.
thank you guys. Hope you guys
Now,
Yep.
enjoyed it.
yeah. Moving on. To Wicked Wiki. Wicked Wiki, you there?
Unfortunate he can't join, but congrats, Wicked Wiki.
Yeah, I just wanted to
Amazing.
ask him what happened on his last corner, and then it was very weird. But yeah, it's a harsh type of theme today. If I don't think you genuinely even expected to be on the podium, let alone P1. So just let it all out. Just give us your instant reaction to
Oh
that.
man, like I was not even expecting a podium, like you said. I wanted to finish the race on P5 or P6. I was even telling Jishnu, anything more is a bonus. But I think it was Yash and Shadow who should have been P1 and P2. They had an unfortunate incident, and I think Shadow spun at the end. I just got lucky, I guess. So, but I'll take it double podium for the house boys, so I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
mean, you were, I believe, finishing P4 until the penultimate lap, right? You could have finished P3 in all that. I mean, Wicked Wiki, you were anyways catching up to him. But what a race at the end. 5 pit stops. I have absolutely no clue what exactly was going on in your head when you were making those pit stops. And but that overtake towards the end of sector 2 on Wicked Wiki was just amazing.
Yeah, but like I think I had a wing dam. I think someone hit me, and I had wing damage from lap one, so I had to pit for hards, and then I had to pit again for because I tapped the wall, and Cody's didn't change my wing. The game I did again, so I had to pit again. So that makes it 5 pit stop. But credits to Wicked Wiki, man. He kept it calm and composed and didn't try to fight it. So it was a good race. I'm happy. Yeah.
yeah, I must say, you guys, you house boys, your pit crew does deserve a shout out. You really make them work. I think you had, I think, yeah, you did have 4 times the pit stops of any other team. Uh, when we take the total later on. So yeah, you should definitely give those guys some sort of a pay bonus or something like that, because they really are the ones keeping you alive in these races. But good job. I think that that will be that from a very, what's the word that to use for this? A very
Chaotic.
unusual, atypical, also typical, but at the same time typical, because it's Baku race again. Um, and I would just like to say congratulations to the podium sitters, the Haas boys, and Wicked Vicky as well. That was very close wicket. Um, just a tenth away from your first win. It'll come. And yeah, thank you, Smith, for commentating with me, and this very, very, very interesting race. Yeah, so always appreciate you. And yeah, that will be that for LOS this week. Um, we'll be back next week, same time, same uh, next week, same time. And yeah, we'll see you then. Bye bye.